Hi everybody, it's Diane. I have some fun things to share with you today. I have a Happy Mail and a thrift flea market haul. So first let's talk about the Happy Mail. This is from Sharon in California. And she says she's sending me this stuff because she loves what I do and she's encouraging me to keep going. She says she's not a real junk journal person, but she's made a few. Well, I guess that makes you a real junk journal person, Sharon. And, oh, she's enclosed one that she's made for me. Aw, thank you. In her real life, she's a holistic health practitioner. So thank you, Sharon. I can't wait to see what's in here. Let me see what this is. Might be my daughter. Nope. Okay, I'll answer that later. Tonight is trick-or-treat night here in our neck of the woods. It was supposed to be tomorrow night. Today's Wednesday. I'm not sure what day you'll see this video, but it's Wednesday, October 30th, and it was supposed to be tomorrow night, but it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So they moved it to tonight, so I'm not sure if any of my grandkids are going to be coming here. So if they come, this video might get cut short. Oh, look at this. Look at that adorable card. Just got a feather. This is a tall card. This is almost 12 inches. And it was signed. That is really cute. I wonder what year this is from. It's adorable. I like the corrugated hearts. I can put some white paint on them like a whitewash, or I can color them different colors. Look at those really cool corrugated hearts. I'll definitely have fun playing with them. They'll go on some clusters. And got some playing cards. I love tulips, one of my favorite flowers. And they're pink. I love hydrangeas. There's a bouquet. Another arrangement in orange. Ooh, I'm going to be doing a journal about swans because I have a lovely swan book cover. So I'm collecting some swan things, so these will be great. I think that's a swan, right? I've never seen that. I always see them sitting in the pond with their graceful necks. I've never seen one like that. That's really neat. Looks like I have some tags in here. Some yarn ties and some really pretty colored tags. Sorry. Did you cut these yourself? I love that fun size. Sometimes you just need a tiny little tag to tuck into something, like those Tim Holtz pockets. This looks like the journal, so I'm going to save that for last. I like this little zipper bag. I'm going to have to find a use for that. Okay. There's a winter scene. Probably the front of a Christmas card. Probably a lot of these are. There's a really pretty scene of a man bringing home the Christmas tree on a snowy day. Aw, that's a pretty picture. Mary and the baby. Looks cozy. This is pretty. This looks like the 60s. Some deer. Hope you have a, oh, these are seals. I'll have to see if I can get them apart. I don't think it'll be too hard for some of them at least. And they're here in time for me to put in my Christmas journals. Thank you. And some vintage gift tags. These are homemade ones. These were cut out of cards and glued to some cardstock. but the cardstock is aged, so I believe that those were kind of old. That's cool. That is really neat. Look at that old envelope. This was cut out of a Christmas card too, with a sticker put on it. Someone was being creative and thrifty. How pretty. That's gorgeous. Those foiled cards are just beautiful. That's pretty. He's cute. And it was written on, signed by Lucille. Definitely vintage pieces here. These are so cute. Oh, that's pretty. Hopefully I'll get some of these into the journals that I'm making this year. This can go in my Frosty one. I'm going to put him right in my little snowman drawer here because I just started prepping for the Frosty the Snowman journal. Oh goody, I love these things. These vintage package seals. Isn't she pretty? She looks like she's from the 60s. So somebody took this, I think, from a greeting card, pinked it, and put it on a piece of pinked construction paper and tied it with a pretty bow. That's a cool idea for a journal tag, isn't it? This is a little Hallmark gift tag. There's another one that was created from a Christmas card. Aw. It's 2. I'm 2. It's my birthday. That's really cute. It says 68 down, 69. Is it 68 in the corner here? I wonder if that was the year that this card was received. It looks like it. Happy birthday, 2-year-old. Yeah, 68. Aw, so cute. For Jennifer from Uncle Spud and Aunt Marie. I love these vintage images. That one's pretty. It's got fabric. I'll try to go through these more quickly because I have my flea market haul to show you too, and the journal to look at. So I might have to do 2 separate videos. Just a lot of things cut from Christmas cards, and some of them are vintage. Looks like most of them are. Love that. This is a parchment-y paper. Oh, look at the little mouse. On your 2nd birthday, honey. Happy birthday. She got 2 of those cards. One was from Lubert and Bob. Somebody in Bob. I can't really read the first name. And this is from Uncle Ted and Aunt. I don't know. I can't read the ladies' names on those cards. Somebody put a lot of work into getting these cards cut out so they could use them for gift tags. That was a really cool idea. This candle is glued on to that paper. This is this sticker used on a gift tag. It says to and from on the back, but they decorated it with that sticker. I think this was a crafty person's card collection. Look at that Santa. He's adorable. It's cute. Well, that's a fun batch of stuff to play with. So, let's look at this journal that she made. Tied with a purple ribbon. It's got a greeting card cut out and glued to the front. There's cheesecloth behind and some muslin, I think, on the spine. And look at this adorable jeans pocket. This is glued down, I think. Oh no, it's just a sticky note, so I can move that. But I love that little jeans pocket. That's a cute idea. And in here is just a planner page with the days of the week on it. Or, it doesn't have to be a planner page. I would use it to take notes on whatever week I'm writing in this journal. What I did that day. So this is cute. I wonder if this is a greeting card. Kind of feels like it. Maybe this is covering up the name of the greeting card company. She stamped that, I think. There's a window envelope here with another one of those pages. I like that it's a double window and she stamped there. This tag has, I'm not sure if that's napkin. It's not Mod Podged. It might just be glued on. It's a nice sturdy tag. I must have flowers always and always. How pretty that is. So this is scrapbook paper and she glued it to this, and this looks like envelope, security envelope lining, but she glued it to something sturdy. There's another piece in there. That's a cool thing to do with the security envelopes. This is glued or Mod Podged napkin, I think, or tissue paper. Do a guest check. What fun and colorful images. There's a tag with a shoe on it. It says chic. This little bag here looks like it was maybe a cellophane for a tea bag or something. I'll put those in later. And she folded this so that there's two pockets, two little tiny tags there, and this fun image. Looks like it's stamped maybe. These are cute. Wow, look at that butterfly. Different, they're textured papers. Or, I thought she patched it together, but I think she cut it out of something. Maybe wrapping paper. That's a fun idea, though. That's pretty. The reason life works at all is that not everyone in your tribe is nuts on the same day. Thank goodness. She's taken some pretty note paper here and made a little tablet that I can journal on. Good pretty lace with applique in the center. Looks like you had a lot of fun putting this together, Sharon. You did a great job. I'm honored that you chose to give it to me. It's cute. Got a bee sticker on that flower. Be silly, be honest, be kind. All good advice. So she wrapped this large flower around the page. That's cute. That's my instruction. Pick up here. A stamp with these punched out flowers for hair. It's a little envelope. Tiny little tags. Remember. Just a little collage there, and there's a puzzle piece. And on the back is an envelope with some stamping and collaging on it and a bunch of stuff tucked inside. Some stuff to journal on. Well, thank you very, very much, Sharon, for all of this. These were fun goodies, and I'm sure I'll get a lot of use out of them. And especially thank you for the journal. That was very special of you to do that for me. And I love it. I love the colors. I love some of your unique ideas. I love this idea. And what a fun thing to do with a greeting card. I think this is a greeting card. Really fun. Thank you very much, Sharon. Now, I'd like to show you what I picked up at a flea market today. I went with a friend of mine. She took me, it's in Owego, New York, and she took me to this flea market a year or so ago, probably closer to 2 years maybe, but we hadn't been since then. And it's, if you've ever heard, I don't know how far spread J.J. Newberry's was, but it was an old 5 and dime store. We had one here in the valley at one time, and the building is still there, but it's been turned into a few other things through the years. But the one in Owego, and it was 2 stories, the one in Owego is now a flea market, and it has, I think they said, 100 vendors downstairs and 50 upstairs, or maybe it was 100 altogether. I'm not sure. But anyway, there was a lot to look at. So I was very, very selective. I thought carefully because I'm trying not to fill up the spaces that I'm emptying in my D-stash. But I did find some things, and some of the things will be going in my shop eventually. So I found this pack of postcards, which I think I've had before. I know I've had something similar. Plant People postcards. I'm pretty sure I had this one. So it has African violet and Marguerite. Yes, I had this one. Looks like that's all there is, because maybe some of them are missing. But anyway, 14 postcards, 2 different designs, so maybe they're not missing. So they're fun. These were only $1 each, so I had to get them. So some of these will be in bundles in my shop eventually. And I want to use one on a journal cover. Isn't that gorgeous? So I think I got 4 of these, and they were only $1 each. Yeah. And then I picked up this one with the blue because it's so pretty. And these are nicely starched linens. And I got, okay, that was a message from my daughter, so I know when she's bringing the boys down so I can see their costumes. I got some sewing patterns. They were $1. each pattern was $1, and there were some pretty vintage ones. And again, I had to be selective. I put some back. I chose ones that were only from the 60s or earlier, and even then I put some of those back because they had a lot of vintage patterns. And so I think most of the ones I got are in pretty good shape, the envelopes, but I like the images on these. This one I believe is from the 50s. The envelope is in worse shape, but because it's from the 50s, I got it. 50s or earlier. This one might be from the 50s too. Sometimes you can see right on the envelope. This is folded so I can't see it. Nope. Wait. Yeah, it doesn't have a date on the outside anyway. And this one looks like it's from the 50s. Or 60s. I guess 60s. That was the Jackie Onassis pillbox hat, right? But anyway, I just chose images that look like they were 60s or earlier. And I got some books. This one was only $1, so I had to get it. You know, that's a rule. It's in good condition. Child Life Arithmetics. Original price 67 cents. 1937. I'm surprised they sold one in this good condition for $1. Honey Bunch, Just a Little Girl. I love this cover. Her face is a little scuffed, but it's a paper cover, but it does have the image here on the front. So I thought this was a fun cover, and it was only $2. And look at the end paper. Papers are the cheap kind. It's brown and fragile, but I like the cover. This one I got, I think I might make a journal for myself out of this. There was just something about the way this book felt in my hand and the size and shape of the book. I really liked it. And I paid more than I normally would for a book that I want to turn into a cover. But I just really liked this cover, and I think I could cover this up with a little square of one of my vintage quilts that I have, because there's a quilt pattern here. And it's got some, the pages are nice quality, and it's got some engravings inside. Not a lot of them, but there are some. And I don't think I could find a date on this. Here's one of the engravings. Engravings on Wood by Alan Lewis. Oh, there's the date. Whatever that is. And I got this one, My Book House. Now, when I was at the Windmill Farmers Market, there was a bookstore there. This picture is kind of scuffed, but the bookstore, vintage bookstore there, they had a whole bunch of these, really nice condition, but they wanted more than I would pay for a book that I want to cut up. This was only $2.50, but look at these wonderful pictures. And I have this one, I think, in better shape, and I paid more than $2.50 for it. And then my favorite book is this one, A Million a Minute. and look at the cover. Isn't that gorgeous? I want to make a journal out of this. And I like the clock on it too. And oh, look at that pretty picture on the front. Looks like it's the same picture, just a bigger one. 1908. I wonder if there's any more pictures in here. Looks like it. Oh, how lovely. Will Griefe, Griefe, it looks like, is the artist. Pretty. Okay. And I got some vintage wall wrapping paper. They had quite a bit of it, but I just picked out two that I really, really liked. So I got this one, and there are 3 sheets in there, all of one design. But it's pretty. It has this really cute image and then the flowers too. So I can use, you know, a bigger piece as a page, and then I can cut these pieces out. And this one is gorgeous. 1950s to 60s, it says. And it's unopened, and it's got 2 sheets inside. But it's just so pretty and vintage. It's called Floral Symphony. And I picked up these that are not vintage, but I can use these with my ephemera for storing little images. And these were 75 cents a sheet. I got 6 of them. And then my splurges for the day. I got this little book. This one was $5, but it's the Great Northwestern Telegraph Company of Canada Messenger's book. How awesome. And they're stitched in the middle. The cover's not in great shape, but it's blank. It wasn't used at all. And then lastly was this. Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Department of Highways Township Minute Book. Get some of this stuff out of the way here. But the fun thing about this, besides the really cool paper that you're going to see in a minute, is, oh, it's paper clipped, all the stuff that was just stuck inside it. This is dated 1953, 1952, GLF Member Relations, Grange League Federation. So this is a log from 1952. Burmer Farm, Doty Hill, Wellsburg, New York. My brother lives on Doty Hill. So here's the front page. Blank Township, Blank County, 19 blank, President and Board of Supervisors. And it has the order of procedure for a meeting. Note, supervisors may adopt any such order of procedure as they may deem advisable. And then here's one that's written on. But this wasn't used for a meeting. This was egg money. 3rd quarter, 4th, or 3rd month and 4th month. 1952. So someone used it for their egg numbers. Here we have Ralston Purina Company suggested consumer prices. Price regulations require dealers to calculate their own ceilings. So it's just got it typed in purple, mimeograph maybe, prices on animal food. Here's somebody's list, handwritten list, and a card back here. Be seeing you at the annual GLF members meeting. This says June 13th, just a scrap of paper. Here's a pretty card that didn't get used in a vintage envelope. Here's application for certificate of title for a trailer or semi-trailer. It's not written on. Wonder how old this is. This is an application for a motorboat license. There's several copies of that. And again, be seeing you at the annual GLF members meeting. Some more written on pages. Then we have a receipt from Sheely Brothers. Don't know who that is. GLF Egg Service. So the Grange, GLF is Grange League something, so this had to do with the eggs. And then all the rest of the pages are blank. There's a lot of these wonderful blank pages. Then there's this onion skin paper, or typing paper, with a letterhead on it. Mastercraft Displays, West Water Street, Elmira, New York. Designers and builders of fine display equipment. A piece of onion skin. Wellsburg, New York, January 22nd, 1953, it says at the top. This one turned the paper yellow. And this is a receipt for 8 dozen large eggs for $5.60, paid in full, 1952. And Gwen Schuyler, this is May 28th, but it doesn't have the year. But I'd say it's probably from the same era. Just a piece of blue paper that came out of a pad. It had some staples up there. Another list. And another price list or something. This one says chickens. Plain paper there. And again, we have the markings from these papers. This is the other half of the card, I believe, that was up front. And 5 pullets, 8 medium, and 2 large. Talking about chickens. Just wondering where that other part of that card was. I wanted to put them together because it says Has something about Honest Butter Association. I am for the honest butter. Okay, well, that's what I got at the flea market, or the Early Owego Antique Center is what it's called, but it has a lot of vendors. I probably shouldn't call it a flea market because it's an antique center. They do have a lot of antiques, and a lot of the vendors, they had gorgeous books, but I wouldn't buy them because they were way more money than I would spend. So I can hear trick-or-treaters outside. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed seeing my happy mail from Sharon. Thank you so much, Sharon. And my haul from the antique market. Yeah, I can't find the other end of that card now. So I'll be seeing you again soon, probably with some more work on my Christmas journals. Thanks for watching, and have a spooky Halloween. Bye-bye.